In this video, I'm going to quickly talk about editing the Cetani maps using Microsoft Visio. The new Visio has the new layout with the Microsoft ribbon. This isn't always as intuitive as one would like. As you can see, I've already added some zoom features that are not part of the standard home layout. Now, to add items to the ribbon, all you have to do is right mouse click on the ribbon and select customize the ribbon. The options come up, and as you can see, you have your main tabs, and I've already created the custom zoom tab. What we're going to do is we're going to also, to help us better edit the Cetani maps, we're going to create a new group called data. So we just hit new group, hit rename, we're going to call it data, and click on OK. So to better help us edit multiple drawings, I like to have the ability to switch between windows. In the old version of Visio, this was easy, but in the new version, unfortunately, it's not readily available. So I will go ahead and add the switch windows to that new data section that I added to the ribbon. So the easiest way to do that is click on all commands, scroll down to the switch windows item. They're in alphabetical order, so you just have to find it in the list. So we're going to go ahead, and data is already highlighted. We go ahead and click on add. Now switch windows has been added. The other item that I want to add is shape reports. This gives us the ability to pull reports on the current sheet that we're working on. So we'll highlight shape reports and click on add. I want shape reports to be on top and switch windows to be underneath, so I'll just arrange those the way I would like them. Click on OK, and now you can see, as with zoom, data has now been created. We have the item for shape reports and switch windows. So switch windows will show multiple windows that we have open. Currently I have two documents open, 9th floor and 10th floor, both of the west section. The other item that I change is when you're editing these, you have to edit the data for the shape. So once shape data is displayed, having to keep on clicking and opening up shape data for each of these items is a pain. So the easiest way is to display shape data just like I did there. Highlight an item, right mouse click, select data, click on shape data. Now go ahead, and when you click on shape data, it gives you the ability to drag and drop that, and it will automatically snap to that area. That way, as we click from each of these, you can see that it will display the shape data as I click on these individual, in this case, rooms. Now, in Cetani, you can't have any monitor ID be the same or the title be the same. The nursing unit, however, can be the same, but the monitor ID or star ID, as you find stars, for example, there's the star location, will have the star ID with the number 1 as the default. Now, as you can see, I can't really see where those locations are. So you kind of end up having to click around the screen and hunt. Now, an easier way to find things that you need to find is to use find. So in the case of finding a monitor ID, it makes it easier to go ahead and use find, but don't forget that you need to check the box for shape data. And we'll go ahead and search for 98660. Click on our Find Next, and it will go ahead and highlight, as you can see, the location where that is displayed. Now, again, this one we need to go ahead, click on Data, Shape Data. It'll display the shape data, and drag that over so that it will continuously display the shape data. And there's the monitor ID that we were searching for, 98660. Now, as you click through these, you can see that the monitor IDs have to be filled out, and then the thing not to forget is the star ID fields must be cleaned out if star locating is not going to be used. So do not forget to remove the default ones, like in the case of this 9th floor drawing, which I have not yet updated. This is a clean drawing. It will have ones in all of the fields, in all of the monitor ID fields and star fields. So you need to make sure that you don't leave any of those on the drawing, or when you go to import it, it will give you an error message when you try to import it on the Cetani server. Now, something that I've found helps is you can do what's called a shape report. I went ahead and built a shape data report. I'll go ahead and click on modify. This is how I build it, is I just follow the wizard. So I want to do shapes on the current page, and then I scrolled down here and found the monitor ID, nursing unit, star ID, and title, and went ahead and checked those boxes. The report title is whatever you want the title to be. Again, the save the report definition is whatever you want the report definition to be. I'm going to go ahead and click on cancel because I already have generated it. But that's all there is to it. And that way, when you run the shape data report, it will give you the option to export the shape data to Excel. And this will give you a list of all of the shape data for a given drawing, so you can more easily locate fields that you have not yet filled out. So we'll go ahead and click on OK. It'll generate the report for us. As you can see, it pulls up Excel for us automatically. You can see it has the 9 West monitor ID. So in this particular case, all of these are ones. So we would need to, of course, correct that information before trying to import it, or it will just give us an error message on the Cetani server when we try to import it. So this one again is a drawing that I've not done anything on yet. Let's go ahead and switch back to the 10th floor drawing, which I've actually worked on, and we'll go ahead and put a number 1 back in that star ID field so you can get an idea of what it looks like. So we'll go ahead and hit a report again, select our shape data report, click on run, use Excel, click on OK, and then there's our shape data, and it has all of our IDs that we've filled out. Then we can very quickly see, oh, we neglected to correct this particular one, and you can quickly see where you need to correct those items. It tells you based upon the location name that's on the drawing, this is a star with the ID of 1. So since I just added that, of course I know exactly where it's at. I just go ahead, highlight it, delete it, and I'm done. These few items have made life much, much easier in updating these Cetani maps. Again, the find option, making sure that you check the box for shape data so that it will actually search the shape data so that you can have it correctly locate items that you're looking for. That way you can also search based upon the title location. So if you run a shape report, you find out the name of the location that has an incorrect value, you can use the find field to search for that location and more quickly find where that shape is. Another way to kind of see where layers of items might be is to actually highlight outside of the drawing, click and select a portion of the map, and this will show each of the areas that have been defined. And as you can see on this particular drawing, it has been already cleaned up. This is one I've already cleaned up, but we don't have multiple layers on top of each other. Sometimes the drawings will have maybe 3 or 4 layers deep, and it's hard to find a star with a value of 1 that needs to be corrected. So again, go ahead and find the location based upon the shape data report that you've generated, and that way you can quickly go ahead and find Hull Nurse Station, for example, and quickly find that location so that you can clean up the drawing in a more expedient manner. Anyway, thank you. I hope this helps you when you go to import your Cetani drawings.